Hello there. I have to do the bits where I set things up. Yeah, that's a mood. I have to do the bits where I set things up. So that's fine. That's all fine. I've definitely not started late. I mean, I have, but I've definitely not. Okay, definitely not started super late. See, I'm still within like 10 minutes. It is rude to arrive late. Within 5 minutes, it's like kind of a bit rude. It's sort of like, oh, you know, you still were almost there. You know, it's basically like a non-issue. 10 minutes late is a bit more sort of like, ugh, you know, you're not that special. 10 minutes is a bit of a jump. If you're any later than like 15 minutes, I like the rudest shit. Just don't, like, why did you show up? I know I'm 7 minutes late, so I'm like pretty rude right now. I'm like, I'm a bad dude. I eat puppies for fun because like that's what you're like if you're 7 minutes late. If you're greater than 10 minutes, you eat kittens. It's not my fault. That's just how the arithmetic works out. Yeah, if you're later than like 5 minutes, is that right? Yeah. If you're later than like 15 minutes, that is too late. That is too late. I have become upset. If it's a cycle. Thing is, you forgive it once. A 15-minute later, you assume something has gone wrong if it's the first time. If it happens a couple more times, you're like, oh, okay. That's odd. Wonder what's going on. Maybe some time management like issues. And then more than that, and you're like, what the, like, why do I not just say that we're gonna meet everybody? Like, why do I not just say, oh, we'll meet half an hour early, and then they show up 15 minutes early, and you're like, sick, we did it. Ricky Martin. Also, I got Ricky Martin cards. Anyway, so that's me trying to justify why you could beat me up for being late. Ah. Hello, Prof. Cap, no buffer. Don't buffer on me, man. I believe in you. No buffers. Ah. Basically, I regret nothing. That'll do. That's probably fine. My hand has been really bad recently. I've got like an odd skin condition that is appearing on my hand. And it's been really bad recently. Also, I need to find the guide I was following. Because I am sure as shit lost. That's Final Fantasy 1. Could I go to the final... Hang on. Could I go to the games? Nope, I don't want this weird ad. Final Fantasy. I do have skin appearing. It's actually the opposite problem, though. I have skin trying to disappear on my hands. And it's aggressive. Motherfucker, how many Final Fantasy games are there? That'll do. Wait, what do you mean? And I don't want... Look at this! Final Fantasy 2. So I just got that thing in my stomach where... Fucking hell. I got that thing in my throat where I was like, ooh, that feels like I may be sick. And I don't think I'm going to be sick, but I might be sick. To... Nope. Nope. Fucking... This is a nightmare. At least you get to enjoy whatever this music is. And my horrible nose. I'm a mess today. I'm actually a mess. That's pretty fun. I met Joe from Instant Replay Live and he murdered me. So that was fun. Right. Salaman, Semit Falls, and Mithril Equipment. Dungeon Exploration. What is this place called? Semit Falls. Okay, I did Semit Falls. I found Paul. I got the Mithril. Return to Altair. Where's that? You have all of your muscle tissue exposed. Pog City, baby. Wait, no, hang on. That's not Pog. Fucking hell. You want me to go all the way back there? Did I get the Mithril? I should check if I actually got the Mithril before I do this. I have all my muscle tissue exposed because I'm ripped to shit and it's trying to escape. That's not true. That's not true. Key items. I do have Mithril. Can I go down this waterfall? This is the worst fucking game I've ever played. This is bullshit. I'm uninstalling. Yeah, how are we? How are we today, team? We feeling fresh? We feeling funky? Are we feeling funky fresh? I'm feeling pretty funky fresh. Saw Joe today for the last time. He is heading off now. Come tomorrow. But it was nice. It's quite fun meeting up with someone that you have basically only ever had conversations with online for about 7 years, and he's only ever seen your face like since a year ago. It's kind of fun, kind of getting to know each other, because when you meet up with someone that you have only sort of known online, you kind of have to get a second feel for each other. And you know, I think Joe hates me as much as I hate him, so that was pretty fun. It is you, Prof. I kind of like when I met up with Liam. Did I save all of you? Oh, your husbands are all safe. Great. I met up with Liam. I remember it being a bit odd. If I met up with Liam now, it'd probably be different. But I remember when I met up with Liam, it was a bit odd. It cost $4.20 here. But yeah, so that was a curious deal. I would really like to meet, because there's a lot of people from when I sort of started out YouTube stuff that I have known for longer than like a lot of my current, you know, real people, like you guys are fake. Love to meet up people I know from the internet, get a feel on them. Exactly. Love to feel up people I know on the internet and get a meet on them. Yeah. There's a lot of people, like I've known a good chunk of folk basically purely through the internet for 5+ years, some of them probably over 7, maybe over 6. I think the MGO boys would be... When did Metal Gear Solid 5 come out? It would probably be around the launch of MGS5. I got to, like, know those guys. Touch deprived, please help. Help. I do one day. I want to meet Prof. That'd be fun. Legendary Warrior? What did I do? I just beat up a bunch of dudes. Okay, I forgot how... This will just be a lot of walking. I have always known Prof. I think that would be fun, meeting up with you, Prof. And then I could take you home and lock you away and have a Prof with me all of the time. I don't think you're smelly. I do think you're smelly, but I think it's a good smelly. You know, it's this kind of smelly that makes you go, ooh, who's stinky? Versus, ooh, who's stinky? I'm auditioning for the role of the smeller in the next Avengers film. I believe that is a currently that's a role right now. The stinky smell boy. I'd like to be the stinky smell boy. Is this my boat? No, that's someone else's boat. Why the fuck do other people get out boats? I have a boat. Am I going to the right place? Hang on. Altair is still further, so I can canoe on this. Can I get in a fight on here? No? No. Pog. Yeah, Wolverine. I think you stinky. Yeah, so I've got some rare Ricky Martins. Got some sick Ricky Martin cars. This is a signed, silver signed Ricky Martin. Ricky's first single from Ricky Martin, his debut English language album, was Livin' La Vida Loca, a sinfully sexy song with relentlessly throbbing beat. It debuted on number 54 on Billboard charts and had skyrocketed to number 1 by April 1999. I have a signed Ricky. I don't have a golden signed Ricky, and I don't have a rainbow Ricky, because they do have rainbow Rickies that are very Livin' La Vida, if I remember right. They're the La Vida ones. Billboard chart. This Mithril. What's that? Does it taste good? I'm gonna murder this child. Would you like some Mithril? Ask. Do you like Mithril? If you had some Mithril, you could make some mighty impressive weapons. You don't know about an airship. You don't know what the Dreadnought is. You do know what that is, and then I can give you this Mithril. Yep, here you go. Sharpen your hammer. Or don't. Don't sharpen your hammer. Sharpening the hammer seems like the opposite of what you're meant to do. Ladies and gentlemen, sharpen your engines. And buy your equipment. Perfect. Yo, there are 2 of you now? Were there always 2 of you? No time to talk. What do you sell? Mithril knife. These seem pretty lit. Okay. They don't have a mithril axe, which is curious, because I was definitely using the axe on someone. I will buy the Mithril Sword. I'll buy the Mithril Spear, and I'll also buy the Mithril... sword again? I need a sharp hammer, sir. I have problems. You can take a Mithril Sword, you can take a Mithril Spear, and you can take a Mithril Sword. That's kind of interesting. Like, 2 of my characters don't have levels in swords, so they have to get them all back now. I need your sharpest hammer, my good sir. Talk to the guy behind Sid. Go to Poft. Alright, off I go to Poft. Wait, do you sell any Mithril goods? Do you sell any Mithril business? Are you a Mithril armor smith? Hello there. I will buy 3 Mithril shields, 3 Mithril helms, 3 Mithril armors, and 3 Mithril gloves. Excellent. Optimal. I can dual wield weapons? No one told me this. Oh, baby. That's Pog City. Is there a Mithril there? I think there is a Mithril something. I'll show you a Mithril rod. I do have 3 Mithril shields now that I don't need. I didn't know I could dual wield weapons. Hello there. I am absolutely going back and I'm giving everybody a secondary offhand Mithril weapon. Dual wield. Okay, you... I'm going to give you all a Mithril knife, I think. Not because it's better, but because I think it's funnier. I think it's funny, like, having the long sword and the knife. It's the, I call it the Dragon Age dual wield, where you have a long sword and a short sword, and you kind of run around with it, and you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then when you get to max level, you're like, oh, now I can dual wield 2 big swords, and you don't do it because it doesn't look as cool. That's pretty pog. I wonder how much damage I do now. Probably none. Also, I can, like, probably die really quickly. Okay, everybody basic attack. Oh, I need to put her in the front row. Because now she's dual wielding. You do 2 separate attacks, and it attacks multiple enemies! Kingdom Hearts LARP reenactment video. Sounds oddly familiar, but I can't say for sure. I'm trying to think what it is. Fly to Bafsk. Where the hell is Bafsk? Okay, let me talk to... Is this Poft? This isn't Poft, right? I think Poft is further off. Yeah, this is Paloom. It sounds very familiar. I've probably seen it. It's Kingdom Hearts, of course I've seen it. Goofy! Yo, that means like one of my characters can take out 2 enemies per fight. That's actually the coolest shit. Knife level up, spear level up, sword level up. That's so sick. Could I have dual wielded in Final Fantasy 1? Surely not. They wouldn't have given me that much joy. They might have. No, I definitely couldn't in Final Fantasy 1. Dude, this game is so much better than Final Fantasy 1. Why is it the one with all the bad reviews? There's actually cool stuff in it. Bam. Anything that makes my basic attack even stronger in a Final Fantasy game is the best thing, because all you need is the basic attack. The few occasions when you need to do 2 basic attacks to kill something is a tragedy, and now I don't even need to do that. I was tempted to play... what'd you call it? I was tempted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of this, but I decided against it. What's the chemical composition of Mithril? It's about 4 parts my anus, 2 parts yours, and then I would say like 1/3 of a 10th of a 100th part. Adam's thick thighs, because they don't tell lies. He doesn't actually have thick thighs. Adam is so... I can't simp Adam all the time, but I do want to all of the time. I do want to simp Adam. It brings me joy. Right, go to Bafsk. He is a delight. I mean that in a very respectful way. He is pretty online, dude. I'm hanging out, and I'm like, you know, Adam guy, he's pretty online. You know, he's like online and not offline. Uranism. In Baths, talk to the soldier west of the magic shop and mention the... Didn't I already do this? Is it you? Are you west of the magic shop? Well, this is a magic shop. Oi. Oi. Ask... Do you like an airship? I asked you about the Dreadnought. I am the one who sent you destroy the Dreadnought. There's a secret entrance. Excellent. Unobtainium? Unobtainium. Uraniism. Uranism? Uranism. Super intense Bafsk cave track. Balloons? Why do I still have Minwoo? Oh, Minwoo will leave later. Okay, well, I just still have Minwoo, I guess. Game, I really wish you would remember. I think I can have it set so it remembers that I've autoed. Let me double check the settings, because I don't even have to input. Config, continue auto battle, yes, thank you for that. Graphic display, standard, brightness, whatever. BGM volume, crank that shit. There we go. Ooh, hello. Da, da, da. Now I don't have to play again. Yeah, what have we been up to? What have we been up to? What have we got up this weekend? Anybody got anything good going on this weekend? I assume Mithril is better than a longsword, right? Yeah. Anybody got anything good going on this weekend? Any codec moments from you, Snake? I thankfully have a quiet weekend this weekend. Mithril is Lord of the Rings, so it might as well start. Exactly. Yo, Bezos is doing a Lord of the Rings series, which he probably definitely loves. Joe and I were talking today about Bezos, and he pointed out that when Bezos went to space and for the first time and he came out, he, you know, talked about how profound the experience was, but he used the exact same language that he used talking about when he was going to fly up. You know, before he was saying, I think it'll be really profound and it'll give me a real perspective on the Earth, and then he came back down and he said, it was really profound, it gave me a real perspective on, like, the Earth. It was the exact same lines, clearly a script, and it was freaky. Like, this dude is spooky as shit, and I love it. Microwave dies, so he gets its hardware dying time. Pog. Pop your graphics card in it, see if it runs. It might run, you know, could run The Witcher. Oh no, we were ambushed. Everybody's in the front row. They might all take a bunch of damage. Oh, we're done. Did he even really go to space? Well, he probably went far enough where a normal human being would probably gain a lot of that perspective and understanding and, you know, have a really profound impact on themselves looking down at the big blue, and he didn't. It could all be a cool stunt, because he is pretty cool too. I want to see... Oh, that's Armpit Ricky. Where's Fist Ricky? Here's, shout out to Fist Ricky. Love a good Fist Ricky. You know, what are the name of Ricky's beloved dogs? Bet none of you know. I do, because it's on the back of the card. Minwoo, do you just want a gun, man? Like, I'll give you a gun. Do you want a sword? I'm going to give you a sword, because I think it's funny. Yeah, you get a sword, because I think it's funny. Fist Ricky right now. God, I wish that were me. I am a microwave. You put crap in me and crap comes out. Bum 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 bum. I can't believe I bumped SMT for a Yu-Gi-Oh game. It was so good. So yeah, currently Thursdays are still not completely certain, but they are going to be a prof day at least next week, so that'll be fun. As long as prof doesn't have anything come up and I don't have anything come up. Basically, as long as prof and I don't have anything come up, we'll be fine. Oh my word, nice. I kind of can see where this game is going to go for me from this point on, but I'm still playing it. I'm still going to finish it. I will have finished Final Fantasy 1 and 2. They're bad. They're not bad. Final Fantasy 1 is bad. This is slightly better. Those were the games you made me start that you did. Like what? You didn't make me start God of War, did you? Yo, it's, you know, big head Ricky with his attractive head. Ricky's first album in 3 years, Vulve Comeback, was released in 1998, launching an extravagant world tour that expanded his fan base and paved the way for his next move, becoming a pop music phenomenon. I finished XCOM 2. I got the canonical ending where you die. This is, and Ricky. What is the name of the San Juan, Puerto Rico suburb where Ricky was born? Hato Rey. Wow. I say in the most like British accent possible. Just completely butchering it. Nope, that's run. Can I turn on auto run? I think Fist Ricky was his dogs, right? Fist Ricky was the dogs. And then we've got other sort of long sleeve shirt Ricky, long sleeve black like kind of top Ricky. Menudo, which means small and change in Spanish, was founded on the premise that there would always be 5 members between 12 and 17. Aging members were constantly replaced by younger ones to preserve the group's trademark sound and teeny bopper appeal. Was Ricky in a band? I've been working on the things to see the project through to completions. End your resistance, kneel before your emperor. This is the only alternative left. When the time comes, we will be together. Okay, alright, fucking loser. Oh, there is no boss. Interesting. Ricky. It's not for my Japanese studies. My local game store just happens to have a shit ton of Ricky Martin trading cards. Which, but it turns out there was a Ricky Martin trading card. It's not a game, sadly. There's no game to it aside from like, look at my Ricky. But it's a Ricky Martin, no! It's a Ricky Martin, trading card. Which seems a delight. Apparently there's a Mariah Carey one. So they were talking about maybe getting in some of that, which could be fun. Imagine trading like rare Mariahs. Yo, did you get All I Want for Christmas Mariah? Oh yeah, I also got All I Want for Christmas Mariah. That's the only Mariah. Boah. Look at my Ricky. I found a pass in the chest. Cool. Pass for what? What am I going to pass? Good old Rick. I do hope they get more... I do hope they get more random cards in, because these Ricky Martin cards were cheap too. They're very cheap. I didn't buy them. Joe bought them. Like 50p a pack. Because what value do they have to anyone? None. It's pretty good. Yo, dude, check out my rare Ricky Martin. Right, do you think there was a place on this earth where somebody was going around being sort of, oh, dude, did you see, like, Timmy got a rare Ricky? It's like, no way, man. There's no way Timmy got a rare Ricky. He's only been collecting for a week. It's like, no, he got a rainbow rare La Vida Ricky. It's like, oh, heck. Not living La Vida. Bronze. Oh, yeah, the shield is going to be better for everyone because no one's using a shield. Because I'm not coward. I don't have a coward team. Coward teams are for cowards. I'm a cool dude with dual-wielding mithril sets. The rarest Ricky was the friends we made. Oh yeah, you sell magic, right? What can I do with it? You sell the books. I should probably get cure status ailments temporarily. I should probably get a Suna for everyone. I can only get it for one person. Sell. Battle axe. Go. Bow go, axe go, longbow go, longsword go, garlic. I think Minwoo's going to leave soon. That's fine. Still more open about rare Rickies than you are about NFTs. Well, because rare Rickies are an actual thing that you can hold and, you know, have some genuine use out of aside from destroying the environment. Items, Esuna, you. I don't think I need to, like, level that up, probably. I can't imagine it. I don't see how Asuna would get better leveled up aside from costing more to use. Love a good rare Ricky. Oh, a Sasquatch. Wait, the Sasquatches are strong, aren't they? No, they're dead. Everything just dies. Not even really playing the game, innit? Just kind of Murdering. Right, I need to go to see Sid in Poft once more, which I believe is down here. Bum, 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 bum. I should heal. We're not getting a lot of HP. I would have thought maybe... You know, Vogs has quite a lot of HP, but the other two don't. Am I just not taking damage? Is that what would let me get more HP? Didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Poft. Everything looks just fine. Oh, nope. Everything's a bit fucked. Hello. Nope. Not interested in doing that. Hey, Sid. Ask. Airship. Sunfire. Dreadnought. Destroy the engine. Mithril you don't care about. White Rose you don't care about. Key items. Do you want to see this cool pass? Nope. And then I need to go back to Altair. But I should heal first. I don't know if I don't think this game restricts VAG words because I can't go online. VAG words. Good old vague. It's just you know, Konami and Nintendo. Nintendo especially, like, often causes a problem. But hey, Voog is a name. I feel like Prof was the first person to use the name Voog, but I'm not sure because that also doesn't sound right to me. It's just been so long that I don't remember. I just know that I've used Voog as a replacement for Vague in a lot of places. They stood it offline. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a game that, you know, offline you've got a profanity filter. Badwords.txt persists. Oh, not the bad words. I know Pokemon has had problems with their profanity filters because they're a Pokemon that in their own names there is like a what would be considered a bad word, and then I can't remember which generation it was. I think it was X and Y maybe. No, it might have been an earlier one. It was one of the ones when they introduced online trading. There was a Pokemon you couldn't trade online because its name had a bad word in, just as standard. I think you couldn't trade one that you had nicknamed. MGS2. Well, MGS2 is connected to, you know, the online system that controls all of our data, so that's fine. Mate, 2 weapons is the cracked. I've solved Final Fantasy 2. Give everybody 2 weapons and then I'm done because they just hit everything twice. We're leveling up bit by bit, but it doesn't matter because I have two swords. Right. Yeah, I have two. I have a sword and a knife on most people. Patriots. If you give the Patriots bad words, the Arsenal gear will start blasting them when you go and destroy it. Hello, Prof. Good old Prof. Prof-a-rooney. What's up, Prof? Okay, cool. Hello. Min will leave the party. Go to Altair, talk to Hilda, ask her about Sunfire. Man in Poff named Sid. Alright, I already talked to him. Dreadnought attacked. Stay here. Can't destroy the Dreadnought. Hey, who cares? It's just Dreadnought. Everyone who's outside is dead? Merlin's here? Hey, Merlin. I'm scared. Right. I have returned unto you, my queen. Many have died. He knows his death is near. That's pretty pog. Minwoo, could you do something? All that live must die someday. Don't you tell me that. Yeah, you go ease the dude's pain. Fate of the world rests on you, Crumbus. Waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. I'll waste whatever time. Oh, I should have taken off Minwoo's stuff. It did warn me to. Right. Ask. Do you like the Dreadnought? Many lives were taken. Do you like the airship? No. Do you like Mithril? No. Do you like the Wild Rose? No. Can I show you this sick pass? What the fuck do you want? I didn't learn it! Sorry. So the mechanic in this game is that you learn the words. You talk to the character and you pick learn, and then you learn the word that they're going to tell you that you can then ask people about. I forgot to do the learning bit. So, excuse me while I walk back. Suck my dick, didn't trip MGS2's bad words. Why would it? There's something wrong with that. Can any of you ship me out? Can I get a boat? They killed your daughter? That's not very pog, my guy. Dreadnought attacked. Beds. What do you want? you're not going to make it. Well, you're walking around just fine, so I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. Okay, well, I'll walk back to Sid. I haven't played MGS2 in so long. It's been ages since I've played through MGS2. The problem now is that, I mean, I'd probably be playing the PS2 version because it's the version that's most easily accessible to me. As long as that PS2 there still works, which I'm not sure on. I hope it does. There are so many games I've yet to finish. Phil Spencer announced that he's committed to keeping Call of Duty... Well, no, Sony said that, you know, we hope that they'll keep Call of Duty multi-platform. And Phil Spencer was like, we will keep Call of Duty multi-platform, but, like, it's not specific, because of course it's not specific. What there's a good chance they mean is we will keep Warzone multi-platform, like Minecraft stayed multi-platform, and then new released Call of Duties will do whatever. Show me MGS2 version because of the FMVs. They can try. Learn. Ask. Dreadnought. Airship. Learn. Sunfire. Ask. Sunfire. Great. Could you take me home? Yes. Could you take me to Altair? Thank God for that. I don't have to walk. First, they came for the backward compatibility, and I didn't speak up because I didn't have anything that was backward compatible. Then they came for the people who didn't buy microtransactions, and I didn't speak up because I didn't care about microtransactions. But then they came for the people who had copies of MGS2 with the original FMVs. And there was no one left to speak up for me. Let's go! Right, Sunfire, what's going on? Crest of the Kingdom, burns on the floor of the Cashuan Keep. Scott and Gordon! Now, why the fuck do you know a guy called Scott and a guy called Gordon in this fantasy world? Depart for Cashuan Keep. If you hire Sid's heir... I have to go all the way... Do I really... You go... I suppose, learn and ask about the goddess spell. Okay. So... Ask about Sunfire. Learn and ask about... something else. Okay, I did all of this. I didn't realise it would play the same thing. Learn. There are no key items to learn. What do you mean? I'll go to the room on the right. I have to go talk to the dead king. Dying king. He's only dying, which is just fine. Hey, old man. Ask. You got anything good? Sunfire, goddess bell, goddess's bell, goddess's bell. Yo, Minwoo, you got anything good to tell me? Gordon would know where the bell is kept. Fireflame. Egil's torch. Wait, can I ask? Hang on. That didn't trigger, but can I ask it? Can I learn that? No. And bad words from the drunk uncle on the street? Heck yeah. I use... Oh, fuck off. On you! It does 40 damage. Here's a Cashuan Keep open only to the voice of a Cashuan or one ringing the bell. If only Gordon were here, but he's not. Joseph knows the Snow Plains. I should seek his counsel. Go all the way back to Salamand. Canoe to Paloom. Boat to Poft. Airship to Salamand. Fucking hell. Hello, Mr. Torku. How close am I to finishing this game? I have no idea. Based off this guide that I'm following, not far. Pretty far. I beat Ace Combat. Sadly, one of the pilots in the final mission, I believe, was called Salamander, and they died. So, shout out to my homie, Mr. Tohoku. Right, I'm going to just kind of strut my way back over. How are you, Mr. Tohoku? I feel like I haven't spoken in a bit. I always feel like I haven't spoken to you in a bit. It's always if it's been more than 5 seconds, I'm like, damn, I need to talk to Mr. Tohoku. I have pogs to share. How's Disco Elysium going? Which I assume is going, right? Like, of course, Disco Elysium would still be going, wouldn't it? You wouldn't. It wouldn't not be going. You'll have continued it, right? I saw a friend of mine recently who I've known for like years online, but hadn't met up with before, like in person. He was the guy who I remember was really into Disco Elysium back in when it released, and we talked about that a bunch, which was pretty cool. Santa's full of pogs. Do you think if you, like, cut open Santa's sack, a bunch of pog emotes would fall out? Do you think if how eyes real, mirrors are real? Oh, yeah, and I got my Ricky Martin cards. Shout out to my Ricky Martins. Shout out to Ricky Martin. Love the Ricky Martins. Everybody who comes in gets to see a Ricky Martin. Because my pal decided that he was going to get a souvenir of Livin' La Vida. Outside, inside, out, living La Vida Loca. So I pulled out my Ricky Martin. Me and the boys pulling out a Ricky. Right, you in here take me to Salamand. Then I talk to a man called Joseph. Do I have enough money for this? Wait, where the... Okay, only 200. Okay, no. Wait, hang on. No, I don't want to cancel. Okay, cool. Everybody share your Rickies. If you've got a Ricky, hold them up. I'm going to go to a concert and set my Ricky Martin card on fire and just, like, wave it in the air. I could go to a Ricky Martin. Is Ricky Martin still alive? I'm pretty sure it would be faster to walk here than go to the airship, but fine. Is Ricky Martin still alive? Right. One of you should be called Yosef, right? It's not you. You know, oh no. Oh yeah, you're the lady who's like, I'm just going to stand out in the cold forever instead of, you know, have a conversation with Yosef. Thanks for saving you. I don't know who you are. I did save your daughter. The cowardly Borgen has been threatening Nelly. Don't know about Sunflower. Reach the snow caverns on your snowcraft. You keep the snowcraft hidden in the mine. There's a blue stone on the first floor that marks the spot. Look behind the stone into the... Alright. Give him armor, but leave him unarmed. You couldn't help me find the mithril. Exactly. You're in my party now. Apparently, Yosef is a monk. I don't know how I would be able to tell that, but it seemed to imply that he does monk attacks. Status. Oh, I didn't realize Bare Fist had a skill level. This dude is pretty old. I wonder which skill, like which weapon skill, ends up doing the most damage. Because monks do like big damage generally. But is that true of this dude? I ain't got shit for you. So what are your stats? Let me check your stats so I can see where I am. You have 24 strength, 20 strength, 25. I'm actually alright. 24, 10, 10, 24, 24, 10. Interesting. Your stamina and agility are way higher. This game, what I would call an 8-bit style. This, probably the original would be 16-bit, right? Because I think the original was on the SNES. 8-bit style is a bit older. This is the Pixel Remaster, which is a remaster, so it's slightly better looking, but it's a pixel style. You would call it like 16-bit or like pixel. Also, Mr. Tohoko, I noticed you dodged my Disco Elysium question. I will badger you until I hear more. Yeah, big remaster. Like this would not look this good if it was just the original. I can turn on the classic. See, the problem with like the classic is that in the original, this would probably help the sprites look a lot better and a lot of the art look a lot better. But in this version, it just kind of looks weird. Right, where do I go? Go back to Summit Falls. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Off I truck. Back to Summit. Off I continue. Beating up a bunch of Sasquatches. See, why do people take so long to find Bigfoot when there it is? There's Bigfoot. You may or may not have played Disco recently. That's not an answer. I just wanted to know. Like, I know you've been a bit all over the shop. I just wanted to know if you'd managed to get any further in it, because I do really want to talk to you more about it, but I didn't know if you'd gotten further. Poggers. Pog me down. I'm not saying that. I can't say that. You were planning to, but a new Humankind DLC came out. God damn it! Now I have to delete Humankind off of all the servers. Son of a bit. I'm just playing through all these. This encounter rate is disgusting. It is so high. And there is no way to mitigate it. It's one of the problems Final Fantasy has, among many, is that all the classic games have a really high encounter rate, and aside from turning it off in some of the re-releases, check the wall northeast of it, aside from basically being able to turn off encounters in some of the re-releases, you do not have an item or of any kind, as far as I know, that allows you to just, like, reduce encounters? You might have something that reduces encounters. Maybe I'm... No. I can't think of anything. I could just be very, very wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I just cannot think of a single Final Fantasy where you get anything akin to, like, a repel. Like Pokemon, you get a repel, it will mean that you won't encounter Pokemon of a lower level than your lead Pokemon. It works. It's one of the strongest game design choices Pokemon has. And also, it was in the very first Pokemon game. Repels had been in the series since the beginning. It wasn't a late addition, because Game Freak would have removed it if it was a late good addition. But it was in the very first Pokemon game they had repels, and they've continued to have them. It's a good little bit of game design for a game with random encounters, and you can avoid random encounters in Pokemon by going to the right areas. Which is the Final Fantasy game which changed the style from this style to, like, open world. This is open world. This is technically open world. I'm doing it very linearly, but I could be running off elsewhere. You mean 3D? Final Fantasy VII was the first game to appear in 3D. Final Fantasy X is the first game to appear probably in 3D with, like, slightly better models. Final Fantasy XII then increases it further. 13 is more linear, so it's not open world, but it's like high definition models. And then 15 is the more open world one. That you're probably thinking of, if I had to guess, because it's a bit of a odd question. I think you're probably... That's so good! I think you're probably thinking of 15. Now I'm beating up white Sasquatches. Wow. The recolors. Yeah, SMT has Estoma, I think it's called, which is a skill that reduces encounter rate. It's got problems in one or two of the games where it's like you have to actively use it still. You use it, and then you need to hit the enemy, because there'd be overworld enemies, to get them to just leave you alone. But SMT has Estoma, Pokemon has Repels. What does Final Fantasy have? My Sadness and Ire. Good punch, my guy. Knife leveled up. Love a good Milk River. Dude, a Milk River would be pretty sick. Why are the enemies not hitting me before I hit them? Hang on. Next fight I get into, I will not have auto battle on, and I'll run through the combat very quickly. But we're taking turns, because it's a classic JRPG. It's turn-based. But let me run through how combat actually works. I've had auto battle on. Auto battle will repeat your last action. So in the bottom right, you can see it says attack. If I do fire, and then I did auto battle, my first character would be constantly using fire until I turned it off. But I pick my commands. I pick attack. I pick attack. I pick attack. It's Final Fantasy. I don't have to do anything else because it's the easiest game in the world. And then I pick attack. And then the combat plays out for a round based off speed, probably. So I hit attack. My guy gets to go first. He has 2 weapons, so he gets to attack twice. Another one of my guys gets to go, because they're also fast, and I win the fight. Final Fantasy... I don't know how much of Final Fantasy 1 you saw. It's... The games are so easy. There's some cool stuff in this game. Genuinely cool stuff in this game. It doesn't have a level system. You level up weapons and abilities. You don't level up like any other Final Fantasy. You level up your sword skill or your fire magic individually. It's got a cool system where you learn words and you ask NPCs about those words, and then you can learn more words that will teach you new things, and you can talk to different characters about them and learn more about the world. It's really cool. But the combat... If I get to a boss fight, you'll be able to see whether or not the game manages to have an interesting boss fight. I don't suspect there'll be one. But I don't know, I might get surprised. What's the current mission? I'm currently in this dungeon. You don't get missions. You're kind of given a... like, it's... Oh, go on. Yeah, objective. I think I'm trying to get something called the Goddess Bell. Because if I get the Goddess Bell, I can go and unlock a thing that will allow me to go get the Sunfire, which will allow me to blow up a Dreadnought, which is a big airship, which will then allow me to do something. Words can kill Cap. This is Metal Gear Solid 5. This is the good version of Metal Gear Solid 5. No. This game is... What came out around Final Fantasy II's release? Okay, Google. What year did Final Fantasy II release? You better have listened to me. You better have actually heard me this time, because if you've not heard me, I'm going to be upset. You didn't hear me, did you? God, I did Japanese there for a sec. 1988. Okay, back. Okay, Google. What games came out in 1988? That says okay bag, okay goo. Hey! Are you gonna actually look this up? Alright, hang on. You're looking up... Okay. 1988 game releases. Game release. I don't need to, like, look at the game to play it. It's fine. It's the easiest shit in the world. Super Mario Bros. Dragon Quest 3 came out. Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 2 in some places. Dude, this, like, my signal in here. Zelda 2 came out, which for all, you know, its problems, Zelda 2 was kind of neat and unique. What were the top-rated games? Game of the Year was Gradius. Gradius 2 came out. Did Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 1 come out in the same year? Dragon Quest 3. Man, there were like 3 Dragon Quests before? Jesus Christ. Moop and Dreadly, the prequel, came out in 88. The Moop and Dreadly of 88. I wasn't about to make a Five Nights reference. No, you were. Can I go on this? Big year for sequels. Big year for squeakquels. Alvin and the Chipmunks, the movie The Squeakquel came out in 1988. I can walk on this. Pog. Oh, it slides! Or I'm stupid? I might just be stupid. So you can... I'm not doing anything. If I show you, like, I'm not inputting a single thing. I don't have to care. I don't even take any damage. I don't have a shield. I don't take any damage. I've not gone around grinding. Final Fantasy is a mindless game. And, you know, we are talking about a game that came out in 1988 or whatever this year came out. This game came out in. You know, it's not got the advantages of the lessons learned by its elders or youth. It's not. What's the opposite of a predecessor? A sprog. It's not learned from it. It can't learn from its sprogs. But that doesn't mean it's like immune from critique. You're just gonna blow up, or nope, you are gonna attack. It's not like immune from critique. Yo, you did actual damage. It's just like it's a game. The ideas that Final Fantasy II attempts are way more interesting to me than 1 though. I need to make healing items. Oh no, I don't, because I can use the magic to heal and it will level up my magic. Post assessor, exactly. Antarctic wind. What does that do? Stone that summons a magical ice storm. That sounds pretty sick. I've got some garlic in my inventory too. Like, it's not immune from critique. It's just the critique always has to be wrapped up in a sort of a web of, I recognize when this game came out. There are just still issues. Does Blizzard being bought by Microsoft mean anything? You know, the next Diablo game? It means potentially everything. First off, it means that Microsoft are continuing to engage in what is effectively anti-competitive and antitrust practices. But hey, maybe they'll save Activision Blizzard from itself, and then gamers can go, yeah, it's good. This monopoly is good because this monopoly is a company I like. Anyway, so when Microsoft bought Bethesda. Bethesda had came out and announced that future Bethesda titles will be Xbox ecosystem exclusive. That basically means they won't come to PlayStation because the Xbox ecosystem includes PC. You know, Game Pass, Bethesda stuff will go to Game Pass. It's not coming, you know, the next Elder Scrolls and the next Skyrim is not coming to PlayStation. That's, no. I think that was known before you even got your PS5, Mr. Toku. We probably talked about it. No, we did talk about it because I remember it being a factor for you. Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard is a bit more complicated because it was a significantly greater purchase. You know, it was like 8 times the amount they paid for Bethesda. And there's so much more in that game library. Phil Spencer has come out and said that COD will continue to be multi-platform because Activision own Call of Duty. But what that means is uncertain. Whether or not that means it's just Warzone or if new COD games are still going to release is unknown. Cat probably likes Shrek. I think he's doing a bit about the Monopoly joke I did. Well, it wasn't a joke. Well, it was kind of a joke. Shrek isn't Drek. Shrek is sick. I reckon, in terms of Blizzard's library, it might mean that WoW comes to consoles for people who are into that and think WoW is still good. Stealth. Other than that, Activision Blizzard own a large number of companies, a lot of which got relegated to Call of Duty. To the Call of Duty. Like the Crash Bandicoot Remaster and Spyro Remaster developers, Toys for Bob. They got relegated to, oh, now you work on Call of Duty exclusively. Phil Spencer has shown an interest in allowing them to go back to working on their own games, so it might be that there's a bit of a restructure at Activision Blizzard and a change in priorities. Riot is making a new MMORPG. I want to try and get some WoW players. Fucking baffling. It is still baffling to me to see anybody try and enter the new like MMO space. The MMO space is solved. It is not an enterable. I am the great Monopoly. All of Microsoft is now Call of Duty. Riot might be making an MMO. I will make no promises on anything, but I don't believe it will do well because the only MMO that has even come close to Mithril Mace that has come close to beating WoW is currently Final Fantasy XIV, and that took like whenever Final Fantasy XIV came out, that took a very long time, and Activision Blizzard having a like absurd scandal, like a ridiculous scandal. You entering the MMO space right now, go ahead. You'd be lucky to get anywhere. They all cancel on the new Call of Duty. Heck yeah. I think, you know, what if Call of Duty starts to fall by the wayside a little bit? Because Microsoft, you know, obviously they're Halo. That was competing with Call of Duty. What if Microsoft are a bit like, well, why don't we just let Call of Duty move away? Oh, not the metaverse. Don't get me started on the metaverse. Yeah, so it is the single biggest purchase in the video game industry ever, beating out the previous one that was like buying Bazinga, which cost I think 12 billion, and this was almost 70 billion. We should get more point and clicks. Point and clicks are a genre that is also difficult to join. There's probably a ton of great point and clicks in indie games. I think what you're showing there, Mr. Tohoku, is an incredible bias that you want someone like Activision Blizzard to do it when there's probably tons of wonderful indie point and click games. A wealth at your door. A wealth at your door. Basically, Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard means nothing because indie games are still probably the best place for your gaming experiences. Yeah, King's Quest on Xbox One. The real issue with the purchase is just the scale of it. Microsoft buying Bethesda was one thing. You know, they were competing in the game development space. But Activision Blizzard was one of the big, I think Activision Blizzard would argue one of the big 5 or 6. They are one of the most major companies in the industry, and they were just completely bought out by one of their competition who have a wealth of funds not available to anyone else in the competition. Xbox has Microsoft money. No, who else? Like, who is chucking around Microsoft money in the game development industry? You can't. And it's difficult for somebody like a company with that level of like fund to enter. You know, Amazon keep trying and they're not succeeding. So Xbox have this absurd advantage that the other companies don't, and they are using it to basically buy up and wipe out competition that otherwise probably shouldn't be allowed to buy shit like that. The purchase doesn't end until next year. Trying to include in the Monopoly. There's a list of funds. I think technically Sony are number one because when you look at ratings, it just takes Xbox as a it takes like Microsoft as I assume their gaming arm, which is separate to Microsoft as a whole. Microsoft as a whole is one of the top 5 companies. It's $1 trillion company. Xbox is slightly different. I'll give someone else a Mithril Spear. Who has a Mithril Spear? I'll give you 2. Poke. But yeah, probably Sony, Microsoft, obviously. What is it? What's the Chinese company? Tencent, who bought up a lot of stuff. I'm trying to remember who the next 2 are. I had a list that I looked at. I'm trying to think who the next 2 are. I think I put it in I think it's in our Discord, Mr. Torgu. Let me have a look. No, I can keep playing this game while I scroll. I just need to get to the right page and then I can just scroll. Cool. There we go. Okay. You can see me attempting to navigate. Yeah. NetEase, which is another Chinese company. Nintendo. I forgot Nintendo. The top 5 from one page I found, which I found different ones, were Sony, Tencent, Nintendo, Microsoft, NetEase, and then Activision Blizzard. Is Bandai in the top 10? Bandai's number 9. Square Enix is just below them. But yeah, I think it's for the industry, it's a bad thing because Microsoft isn't always going to be headed by Phil Spencer, and also it seems like a big influence in the purchase of Activision Blizzard was for the metaverse. Which I'm not going to exactly come out and go whoop-de fricky doo-dah, the metaverse. But it does seem like it was a big influencer. But yeah, Microsoft isn't always going to be run by Phil Spencer. They're always going to have this like seemingly more gaming forward-thinking guy at the helm, which they currently do. Concept of gaming and well, Monopoly is in the concept of it in business. I like the board game, but that's probably because I win it. Snook shit. Giant beaver. I didn't realize you were giant beavers. Hey baby, you want to come back to my place and see my giant beaver? Snook shit. Am I in the right? Hang on. Go through the snowfield. Ask the beaver about... Okay. Vogs speak beaver. Buy Communist Monopoly where you own the banks and the other place try to buy stuff from you. Finish Disco Elysium. Do you like Mithril? Do you like a Wild Rose? Do you like the Dreadnought? Do you like airships? Do you like Sunfire? Do you like Goddess's Bells? The metaverse Zuxia gets laughed off successfully. I'm so worried it won't. Secret passage in wall to right Monster Guard Bell. Thanks, Vogs. Bell in wall. Do you want to see this cool snowcraft? Do you want to see my pass? Do you want to see my canoe? Would you like to look at my ring, shit fellas? Nope. Okay. Go through the hidden path on the right wall. Oh, I see it. Okay, I think I should save soon. NFTs are a... Are we ever going to escape NFTs? What I'm really interested in is that the vibe on since NFTs blew up and are getting mega dunked on, it's felt to me that the vibe on crypto has gotten a lot more negative. Like, crypto, I think, for a little while was like that thing over there that was, oh, kind of odd, but hearing NFTs, it frustrates you more. You know, the vibe on crypto, I think, before was very sort of, oh, you know, crypto is an interesting idea that isn't getting off the ground. Now it seems like the vibe on crypto is so much more negative. Like, it's so much more. They're cycling them with NFTs, and it's like, what's the point of this shit? This isn't doing anything, and Ethereum is horrific for the environment. Like, the mining of it or whatever is horrific for the environment. These crypto bros and the NFT bros are just as bad as each other. It's like, oh my god. I think the market's like close to crashing in crypto. And it doesn't help that more and more crypto scams keep happening. I heard that some celebrity, I forget who, recently is being like sued because they're being accused of doing a pump and dump for a cryptocurrency, where you basically, you know, pick up a cryptocurrency that you already own, and then you sell it when everybody's gotten into it, and then you leave them holding the bag. Everything the right must put. It is horrific for gamers. Goddamn gamers. When society fails gamers, it's failed all of us. This summer, one gamer. Troy Baker is... We were talking about Troy... I think I might have been talking about Troy Baker on the last Final Fantasy one. Troy Baker has always been a little bit of a... I forget what I said to Prof, but Troy Baker has always had an attitude towards criticism that has been very much, if you don't do what I do, you're not allowed to criticize me. Which results in him, I think, having a very... Privilege feels like the wrong word, but a very difficult take to people who might critique him. And he showed on, like, he was like, oh, you know, I'm getting into voice acting and a voice acting NFT thing, which, bear in mind, the way it would work is that they would take voice actors' voice clips, use them to auto-generate voice acting, and basically put voice actors out of a job. And they made a point that this voice acting thing, in their, like, 8-step plan, that they, like, you wouldn't need the rights to this voice actor's voice. You wouldn't need the rights to use this person to say whatever the hell you want, which opens up a whole can of worms of, oh, I could just buy Troy Baker's voice and have him say a bunch of slurs. Great, thanks. That seems like a good idea. But Troy Baker was also very, like, his tweet that he sent out was very antagonistic. They had the sentence, you can hate or you can create, which immediately is him saying, oh, you can join me in this definitely good idea that's not a scam, or you can just be a hater. And it got a load of backlash because people were like, of course we fucking hate it. This is terrible. And you've not considered it. And also, the company he was shilling for, like, less than 24 hours later, admitted that they were stealing somebody else's voice work because what they were doing they hadn't actually got anywhere with, and they just stole someone else's work to make a mock-up. Do I have a favourite voice actor? The first one that came into my head was Clancy Brown, but I don't know if it's him. I do like Clancy Brown. I don't know who my favourite voice actor would be. But yeah, Troy Baker's got... He's just got a bit of a vibe to him that I don't personally vibe with so much. You're gonna heal. Who's Julien Champenois? I've never heard of this name. I'm gonna look up this name. Julien Champenois. Bump. This is gonna get me on like Julien Champenois. Oh, they're in Disco Elysium. Oh, it's Kim. Oh, they're not my favorite voice actor because they're more than a voice actor. They're an idea. They can hate or they can create. It was a big fucking tortoise. NFT scabber. Yeah, why are NFTs still so big? You don't take like any damage. This is bullshit. Fire. You have all of the spells. Fire. Do you have protect? You don't have a magical attack. You have teleport though. Let's try that. Probably won't work. Yeah, NFTs. I was going to say NFTs and talk about Troy Baker. Troy Baker is a tough one for me. I like a lot of the roles he's played. I think as a creator, he's got a lot of really interesting insight. I think as a person, his attitude towards criticism has always been a problem that he's never fully addressed properly. Like, so I think it was like a John Schreier, John Schreier, I forget how to pronounce his last name, tweet where he was like making a vague criticism, not to anyone in particular, and Troy Baker responded with this paragraph quote from somewhere else that was just like, dude, chill the fuck out. Wow, someone doesn't like something you're in, or someone made a minor critique of something not even related to you, and you felt the need to bring out the big guns because, I don't know, it comes across a bit insecure. And I'm the only one who's allowed to be insecure around here. It's not just like his work. Like, that's my point. Like, it's not just his work. In this example, he had effectively sought out somebody talking about something that might not have even been related to him, just to go, wow, what is, it is not the it's not the critic who has like the big cock, it's the artist who has the giant dong. It's like, my guy, chill. That's not the actual quote. I just couldn't remember the actual quote, and I could only remember the structure of it. Fire? I'm just going to keep hitting you with fires, to be honest. You have cure, right? You can cure. Only NFT shit in their names. Blacklistable or randomly generate names. Just kind of seemingly did nothing. Just kind of seemingly did nothing is NFTs in a heartbeat, in a nutshell. I think there is a problem with a lot of creators around criticism of their work. A lot of creators, I think, can be quite... and I understand it, right? Because if somebody's critical of a thing that you've made, it can feel a bit like, oh, I put a part of myself into this, and you're criticizing it, which means you're criticizing me, because I'm part of this, right? But it's like identifying what is good criticism and what isn't. What is just hateful, like, stuff? Good lord. What is just, like, kind of hateful? What is good criticism? And, like, his response to criticism felt a bit... like, saying anything that might be possibly construed as an attack is an attack. It's from Brewery Kicking Band the same. As you were talking about your Discord, a bunch of NFT bots, right? Hang on. Pretty scam bots, most insidious looking shit. You said that a bunch of them joined you. Modding server reached boost level 3. Oh, do you think it's because you're at boost level 3? Joseph leveled up these hands. Yeah. I don't necessarily vibe with Troy Baker as a human, like, existence. That's a weird way to put that. I think personality-wise, there are some flaws that would make it so that if I ever actually met him in person or knew him in person, I would struggle. But his work, I do think he's made some good work. And ultimately, I think he also got like a bit of flack because it was then dug up that he had a tweet from, or a joke from years ago about, like, trans people. And I'm a little bit mixed on the whole digging up stuff from 10 years ago to then criticize someone today. People grow and change. I don't, like, there's plenty to dunk on Troy Baker for that is now than to go back that far. But hey, maybe a clip of this will get me cancelled one day and I'll be like, that's pretty pog. Who the hell are you? So I beat the Adamantoise. Remove Joseph's equipment. Oh, remove Joseph's equipment now. Got it. Everything that lets people find the server easier. Okay. Curious. So remove Joseph's equipment. Equip Joseph. You're about to get nude, my guy. Why would I say that? Thank God. I did get the god. Why are you called Borgen? You're still a soldier. Are you gonna take me with you? Let's go. Dude, you look like the scariest guy. Why are you so... How big is your sword? How big are you? How big am I? What's the size of things? Mate, you are not strong at all. I'm just going to auto battle. This crouching pirate goblin is crouching pirate dead. That's pretty pogged, my guy. 600 gil, thank you very much. That's odd. I didn't get any... All the way back to Altair. Okay. Booby trap this cave. Oh no, a gun. You'll be waiting for me in hell? Sorry. Does that imply that this game has the similar concept of hell to our world? Is hell like the Judeo-Christian hell? And the big boulder. Is hell the Judeo-Christian hell, or is it a different kind of hell? Joseph, no! It's the dude who pushed the boulder up. Eurydice. This is not Eurydice. What's his name? I really just wanted to say the word. It's up to you now, Crumbus. My sweet Nelly. Damn. He looks alright. No, he's flashing, which means he's died. Mate, what if you were hanging out with a mate of you? What if you were like hanging out in a group and you're all just kind of vibing and hanging out and be like, yeah, dude, this is like kind of having a cool day, kind of we're cool dudes. And one of them started flashing and just disappeared. I'd be like, sweet, free food. Oh, back to the overworld where nothing matters and everybody dies in one hit. I should level up fire more. I should buy more magic for the rest of my squad and just level that up, but I really want to hold on to the idea that I can just do everything with the basic attack. I could have probably well, no, the adamantoids I wasn't doing enough, which means I could level up my basic attack more. Well, my basic weapons more. Joseph. You were a good man, probably. I actually can't make that judgment. Maybe you were terrible. Maybe you ate orphans. Maybe you helped orphans. I can't really make a judgment call on that. All I know is that you are worse than Chris Redfield. Because Chris Redfield would have beat the shit out of that boulder. Minecraft Steve Cape guy. He got a rare... He was a level 99 woodcutter in RuneScape, and now he's a level 0. We're gathered here today to remember the life and times of Joseph Minecraft. He may have been only a level 70 runesmith. He may have only had level 30 in Slayer and 50 in Block, but he had a level 99 in our hearts. So hold one another, grab your capes and your party hats, and let's all say a Yahoo or a Got GF for our friend. That probably looks worse than I think. Okay. Chocobo's forest below. There's a chocobo forest around here? Are you Cashuan? Is this the chocobo forest? What the fuck is the chocobo forest? This is a vampire fawn. This is the first. There's a missable enemy? Oh, curious. There are missable enemies in this game. Are you Cashuan? No, you're Salamand. There be chocobos in these there hills. There be chocobo. There be chocobos. You have to make the encounters really easy too, because if you have such a high encounter rate, you cannot make the player switch on for that long. Unfortunately, you can't make the player switch on for that long. Oh my god, chocobos! You can't make the player switch on for that long, so all of the random encounters have to be mindless. I did have 3 people for Joseph. So in the start of this game, you have 4, and then you are given temporary party members throughout. I had Minwoo before, who left, and then I got Joseph or Yosef. This game gives you temporary party members, which is an idea I really like. I'm a big fan of the idea of a JRPG with temporary party members. I think that's fun. It's what I would really like out of Yakuza Like a Dragon 2, or Yakuza 8, or whatever you want to call it. I would really love... I went the wrong way. I would really love to see your party members be all guest party members. Fourth is disposable. I think Final Fantasy IV, if I remember right, you only have one permanent party member, which is your main character, and then everybody else is a guest party member. Okay. You're actually doing like something, so I'm just going to beat up this ogre mage. Dun, 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 dun. You are real enemies that do some real damage, because I went the wrong way. Blizzard 5, still relatively fine. I do really need to get you guys some magic spells, because this is not working out for me. There we go. Right. Not so afraid of the tortoise. No, I said all that shit earlier about the random encounters, and now I've gotten one that required me to do something. That's pretty sick. I'm not doing anything now. Probably should be using magic. I'm just kind of refusing. I don't want to press the button. There we go. And everything leveled up. And I think fighting something that you're worse at levels you up more. Like, if you take damage, you get more levels. Or you get more bonuses to your stats. Which might be why I seem a little underleveled, maybe, because I don't have as many bonuses to my stats. I'll be you now. A bunch of hornets and a bee queen, that's fine. Every partner will be types of guy like the Suja. Exactly. Exactly. Because the original, seemingly the original idea for Like a Dragon, at least in the concept April Fools, was that people would join you on the street, and from what it sounded like, that was the original plan, is that random strangers would join you in the fight, which is cool. It's a neat little idea. And then they decided that that wasn't really gonna work out. It makes sense, right? You want your party, you want your player to feel connected to your party. If Ichiban is the only person in your party who is like persistent, it's a bit sort of, I don't really care about everyone else. But I like the idea of having guest party members that are with you for a little while and you do like a storyline with them. It's a lot more to figure out, really, to get that balance right of how and when you get them. Not the goblins. Wait, I've given someone a Suna. I can just get rid of all of your stuff. Magic, you have a Suna, right? Wait, I'm going to make you use a Suna. Yeah, now we know. Now we know. Oh yeah, now we know. Now we know. Right, let's go the correct way this time. While I fight every bee in existence, because this game is just about bees. This is a bee game. I finally found the game of the bee movie. Okay, thank you, bees. Am I poisoned? Oh, so there's two different kinds of poison. There's venom and poison. That's kind of neat. So you've got one that doesn't have an overworld effect and one that does. Why do I kind of like this game? Right, a lot of it's kind of a bit sit around not do anything, but I do like some of this game. Right, warp and teleport. You have teleport, you have warp. Reduces MP when used. Revives a KO'd ally. I'm going to buy... I can afford all of these. I don't need teleport on everyone. Venomous poison. Metal. Gear. But yeah, so you shouldn't use like your good equipment on... and your spell tomes on your fourth party member. You should just use them on your like free, because the fourth party member will have some sort of mechanic that they're good at. The last guy I had was a monk kind of, so he was really good at fist attacks. The guy I had before that was a high powered white mage, so he had most of the white mage spells. It's a cool idea, and it kind of lets you, especially in a game like this where they're giving you characters who do different things, it lets you see just how powerful some of these things can be. That guy had a similar attack level to my guys, and he only had a level 2 fist, but he was doing upwards of 100 damage, which makes me think, should I switch to fists? Could that be better? Probably not. It might have also been to do with a secondary stat, but makes you think. No, I need to buy healing items. I was saying that earlier. No, I don't need to buy healing items. I've got healing spells. The 4th bed is empty tonight. Why don't we make all but one of the beds empty and get warm together? I'm actually lost. I was looking at the map for a second just then, and I was thinking, I don't know where I need to go. Okay, now we've all been poisoned, I think. It doesn't matter. Because they can't venom me, right? Unless like, poison stacks. There do be a lot of bees in this game. I don't know if they like jazz. Hey, good health. Right. No, this is the way I want to go, because I want to go down and around here. Got it. Fuck, this encounter rate is high. I took 4 steps. You heard me, didn't you, game? Dickhead. Like, it's so high. I don't know what the roll is. I'm assuming there's there's a calculation going on in the background of the game, deciding when you're going to get an encounter. Probably, like, a constant check on every step. But does it change exponentially as you take more steps? Is it always at a certain set? Like, is it always, like, a 50%? 50% on every step you take, you can have an encounter. Or is it on the first step, it's, like, 4%. The next step, it's 6%. The next step, it's 9%. The next step, it's 14%. Like, how does it work? It doesn't matter how it works, because everything dies. That's the other thing. Like, what would have been better to implement in this remaster would be that it would be that if you were strong enough to win a fight handily, the game should just like win it for you and give you the experience instead of making you sit through the battle animations. 90% of the game designers made that hidden mechanic just for me. Probably. Oh, I bought one too many. Game design stuff is really interesting to me. I was actually talking to my American mate. I have an American mate in Mr. who I met, who I've known for years. Also, well, he's a good friend of mine. I was talking to him about like some localization stuff that I found really interesting. There's some behind-the-scenes stuff in games that I'm really interested in. Getting that first step 1% could, yeah, that could perfectly be possible. I think I had, like, I think I got out of a fight in either this or the last game, and I took a step and I got into another fight. It's redonk. It's just redonk. Right. Almost back to Altair. You can make it in. You can make it in. Perfect. Right. Use the... there was a chocobo forest that I missed. Talk to the people. Ask Minwu about the Dreadnought and I'll learn something. Intriguing. Right. Do you sell magic spells? I feel like I don't have... do you sell, like, Blizzard and Thunder? I'm gonna make some Blizzard and Thunder users. You do. Right. One. That'll do. No, do you know what? I'm gonna give everyone all spells. Right. You already have Blizzard, so I need one more. I need 2 of those. Right, they do sell Activision Blizzard here. Is it cheap? Can I get rid of Bobby? Right. I'm gonna start leveling up their magic stuff. Not for any real reason. Just because I'm like, why not? Can't really hurt, right? It might. I don't know. I don't know how this game works. I just do stuff and things happen. Hello there. There's a man in Poft. Good old Sid. How are you? Excellent. Hello there. Oh, hey. We brought that bell with Yosef's life. We cannot let his death be in vain. I must take it to Cashew. Wait, where's Cashew and Keep? Ah, I went the wrong way again. I'm gonna go talk to Sid and he's gonna take me where I need to go. Right. Oh, fuck. I went the wrong way. No, don't do auto attack because I need you guys to do magic. Ooh, stream died. Stream may have cut there for a sec. Stream may have cut there slightly for a second. I don't know if I lost chat, but hey, that's pretty problem. That's bad. Right, I can get on the boat to get to where I need to go. It is back. Okay, cool. Did it cut? Because I don't know if chat cut out too. Yes. Let me on the ship. I don't want to walk. It did buffer for you. Okay, that's fine. It should be back. I just got a dip. I was recording something with some guys last night, which I'm very excited about. But my internet died. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My internet died right after we were done, thankfully. Like, after we were done and we were talking a little bit, it then died. I was like, oh, sick, that's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to... Right. What's Gatria? Who's Finn? I need to go to Kashuan. 160p getting blurry. Oh, heck yeah. Blur me up, baby. Hello, Mew. Here we go. Bomb. Oh, okay. Because the problem with this guide is that it says once again, but what it's saying is like once again use a map. And I read once again and I think, oh, I need to go somewhere I've already been. And I get confused when I'm not going there. Hello there.
General Kenobi. General Kenobi. Hello there. I want to know what love is. And I want you to show me.
That's my real singing voice. If you see me do karaoke, that's what I sound like.
Baka mitai koto mo nano ne. Yume wo ootte kizutsuite. Uso ka etta na kuse ni waraenai eka o miseta.
General... Hello, Prof. Hello there. I could be Obi-Wan. That was probably horrific, by the way. I'm very sorry. I could be Hatsune. I could be old Miku. Sorry, I shouldn't call her Hatsune. That's a bit too informal. Hatchan. Miku. Imagine knowing Miku. Imagine, like knowing Miku and being like, holy shit, I know Miku. Right, that'd be Pog, right? Everybody else thinks about that every single day of their lives. Like, oh man, I could know Miku. Depressed text-to-speech bot.
I want to die. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Oh, you silly Billy. What a funny fella. Bomb. You have known Miku? I've known of Miku. Ask. What the fuck do you mean, ask? Hello, door. Would you like to learn about my wild rose or my mithril or my dreadnought? No? Okay. Would you like to see my ring? No one in this game wants to see my ring. That's fun. Clear tone of the bell rings out. Yo, now I can go catch Ho-Oh. Wrong game. I'm going to save because I don't trust you. Whoever you are. Okay. You came true. Scorden! Are you going to join me? It's a monster's den. You can't keep going and you can't return empty-handed. Join us, Gordon. Yo, this guy didn't say anything about Gordon joining. Oh no, Gordon did. It does say something about Gordon joining me. He's good at spears. You do want to fight? Absolutely, Gordo. Show me your speary business. I'm really looking forward to Strangers of Paradise Final Shadow. Hedgehog of Chaos. I want to play that Yu-Gi-Oh game. Like right now, I want to play that Yu-Gi-Oh game. I need to get back into the habit of waking up early because that would be the good time for me to do Yu-Gi-Oh. I could get really into it and have that be like my morning stuff. It's just, I'm just struggling. Gordy about to die, let's go. Shout out to my Gordy. I wish I could use tomes to level up magic, but I assume that would get a bit because of the economy in this game. That would get out of whack really quickly. But everybody has cure, so I can just give it to Gordon. Why not? Fight your terrible deck. I'll be up for that. The cards are beckoning. Gordo, my guy, you have 22. A new Yu-Gi-Oh game, a new free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh game came out recently that seems to be a very solid, potentially on the level of, like, it could potentially do as well as Hearthstone and stuff like that if it is supported well, because it seems like the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online now. There was the mobile game, but the mobile game was a scaled-down version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, it's free to play. The mobile game was a scaled-down version of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a fully fledged version of the game with, I think, maybe every card or nearly every card, so it's pretty exciting. Hello, cat. Need to play AC so I can visit your spooky room, bear room, and gyroid room. There are 2 wolves. There are 3 rooms inside you. One is spooky, one is bear, one is gyroid. Yeah, it's really exciting. And also it's quite good. You can get the Yu-Gi-Oh game on PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, and Xbox. I think it's just not on mobile currently, and it's going to be. It seems like a really good way to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm super chuffed because I do like me a good Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh man, do I have another antidote? I do have an Asuna. That's fine. I do like me some Yu-Gi-Oh. I just wish they would release another Tag Force. I have been hankering for a Tag Force game for a very long time, and I have not received the Force of Tag. Fucking excuse me? That says cure status ailments. What do you mean that doesn't work? What? Okay, I still have antidotes. I need to buy a bunch of antidotes. Okay, maybe I don't understand how Asuna works. Maybe I need to level it up? That'll be difficult. Oh god, leveling up a status ailment thing. I cannot think of anything more annoying to try and do. It's from a shape like a gyro. I'll show you a gyro. Mate, why is Gordon so weak? He's got 128 HP and a tiny spear. Not like my squad with their big old swords and shields. Why? Alright, let me walk myself back here. Why? Why is Gordon the next party member after Joseph was like sick as shit? He had like 1 billion HP and punched stuff into the next dimension. Gordon has 128 HP and barely does any damage to anyone ever. Right, what's this? 500 gil? Yeah, I'll take it. A were-rat! Those look Oh yeah, rare-rat. Oh. Rare what? Dervoog. This. Yo, you poisoned my dudes? Who gave a rat poison? Is that what rat poison is? Is it poison made from a rat? It's fucked up. What is a were-rat? Isn't the were... Okay, yeah, I know I'm right in this, because I remember when Sonic the Hedgehog, like, they had the werehog. The were part of the word werewolf refers to man. The wolf part of the word werewolf is the wolf bit, and were is like, refers to the human, the man, the person. So Sonic the Hedgehog being a werehog should be... Well, he should be the hedge wolf. Or the hog wolf. Not the werehog. Unless Sonic the Hedgehog is going to turn into a human being, which I'm going to tell you might be incredibly sexy, but terrifying. A were-whale. It's a man who turns into a whale. Humanized Sonic the Hedgehog is now on my... Okay, Google. Humanized Sonic the Hedgehog. Shirley Coward. Oh no! Why are they all trying so hard to be cool? I ain't looking at this. I ain't looking at this. Don't show me that anymore. Don't show me that anymore. I'm not looking at that anymore. Werefish, manfish. Oh, Gordo, you might die? Honestly, if you do, I'm not going to lose a ton of sleep over it. Well, I kind of hope you die. In fact, I might let him die, because then I can level up life. Golden Shield? Whoa, that sounds really cool. I'm not going to use it, but it sounds cool. Ah, maybe you can only go down to 1 HP. Remember an old comic with a human Sonic? Weretoad. I'll show you my Weretoad if you show me yours. There we go. Old Gordo died. Oh no, Gordon. Ah, whatever will we do? Oh no. Who wants to level up? You can level up life. You're my white mage now. There you go, Gordo. I might let him die again. I might let him die again and level up life again. Pardon me. I've cracked this game. I've actually cracked this game. Werehog. Who hog? People always say werehog. They never say how hog. What? Items, antidote, vogs. There you go. Could somebody kill old Gordo for me again? A Wraith. Well, they died. That was cool for about 5 seconds, and then they died instantly. Could somebody kill Gordo for me again? Old Gordo could do with a quick... No, because you're going to... My whole squad is going to kill all of you in barely anything. Can I attack Gordo and then revive him and then just infinitely do that? I wonder if that's allowed. If I can attack Gordon, revive him, attack him, revive him in a fight that's really easy. That would be pretty, gamer. Nothing in here. Except the Ogre Mages. I've got Ogre Mage. Yeah, kill Gordo. Get stuffed. You deserved it. Probably. I mean, you might not have, but... I'm sorry, did you drop magic and hellfire? My hog is dead, like if you agree. Crumbus, you can be my evil mage. Magic, Vogs, you're going to use Cure on everyone. Really doesn't do much, hey. Yeah, like, all Cure doesn't do much of anything, and then Life on Gordo. Sorry, Gordo. I don't mean to keep letting you die, it's just that I think you're more value to me, like, dead, because then I can revive you. Asuna can cure blindness, but it can't cure poison? Do I genuinely need to level up Asuna for it to, cure other spells? I wish there was a way to check. Because I have no way to determine this in-game. There's probably something online I can look at. But, you know, I would enjoy something in-game that tells me this. I can rely on. It's a neat idea, if so. I can't be sure of it. Right, up we go. Fucking hell, this place is so long! The Elementoids! I thought you was a boss! Hey, why are you autoing? I turned auto off. There we go. Right. Fire... Blizzard... Thunder... you can cure yourself if you like, Gordo. Watch you die over and over. Oh, you're weak to Blizzard. Okay. And you don't take much damage from Thunder. Very good. So, Blizzard. Blizzard. Which explains why I got a Blizzard thing in the dungeon where I fought you. Blizzard. Old Gordo, you can heal. Or maybe you're not weak to Blizzard and just my one guy has good magic. I don't know. I'll just do this forever. Oh no, the Adamantoise is so powerful. I cannot beat him. He's so strong. Signed Ricky Martin. The Adamantoise doesn't have a signed Ricky Martin. I do. This doesn't have head Ricky. I didn't read this one. In February 24th, 1999, Ricky won a Grammy Award for Best Latin Performance, stole the show with the supercharged performance of La Copa de la Vida, virtually becoming an overnight crossover sensation in the process. That's pretty pog, dude. Imagine being Ricky Martin. Imagine waking up every day and being like, I'm Ricky Martin. I'm living La Vida Loca. it's gotta be powerful. I'm not. Sadly. I'm not living La Vida. I don't really know what living La Vida Loca means. Like, what is La Vida Loca? Outside, inside, out. Living La Vida Loca. See my insides out. Living La Vida Loca. Ah. You know, I know the lines. Oh, there's a video game going on that I need to watch. Yeah, Blizzard leveled up. Oh, wait. Did I click off? I clicked off by accident. I didn't realise. Move me inside out. Living La Vida Loca. Eat my... Just Blizzard everything. We'll level up some Blizzards. Why not? I don't know if it matters. Probably doesn't. I'll just do it. Assume it can't hurt. It could. You know what? It might hurt. I assume it doesn't matter. I've no... The problem with this game system, which is unfortunate, is I don't have a good way to determine how strong I should be. All I have are my party members that I get added. I have to look at their stats and assume that their stat-like levels are around what I should be. But then Yosef and Minwoo are both way too strong. The Vita, not too Loca. Not the bad Loca, at least. Like, isn't Living La Vida Loca in Shrek? That do be pretty pog. That is what we call a pog city. Mr. Tohoku, you sub to me with Prime Gaming. Gotta shill myself, of course. Have to shill. Cannot not shill. Fire, bam. It is in Shrek. Living La Vida Loca. Okay, Google. What is the song Living La Vida Loca about? I think I asked it in Japanese. That's alright, like I'm just trying to steal your money, of course. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live her crazy life, but she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Come on. Upside, inside, out. She's living La Vida Loca. She'll push and pull you down. Living La Vida Loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color mocha. She will wear you out. Living La Vida Loca. Come on. Living La Vida Loca. Come on. She's living La Vida Loca. Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill. What? She never drinks the water and makes you order French champagne. Once you've had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. Yeah, she'll make you go insane. Come on. Upside, inside, out. She's living La Vida Loca. She'll push and pull you down. Live La Vida. Da 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 da. Yep. Da 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 da. Upside. Yep. What the fuck is this song about? It seems problematic. It seems like there's something wrong with this song. Oh, everybody died? No, one person died. Golden armor? Is that better than mithril armor? That's bullshit. I've played Animal Crossing? Minecraft. That's fine. Right, magic, Vogs, you are going to life, my guy. You're going to cure. It might be about Shrek. It could be about Shrek. Everything could be about Shrek if we wish it hard enough. He lives La Vida Loca. Not like the rest of us. I think I was... Okay, does my HP go above 1,000 in this game? And does it go above 1,000 early? Let's see if it does. That's an intriguing proposition. It's a fascinating one. Stop venoming me. I don't have a way to cure venom outside of an antidote, and I'm low on antidotes, which is the exact problem I had in Final Fantasy 1. I just want to get to the end of this dungeon. Items. Why can't I turn off encounters? I could turn off encounters in another Final Fantasy game. I am about Shrek. Life is about Shrek if you look at it hard enough. What? Life? Shrek is a... Oh, fuck. I do not wish to fight you. I'm going to, because I don't have to do anything to do it. I've been watching Scrubs, not like the show, but I've been getting recommended Scrubs clips recently, which is pretty good. But that's a good time. I love Scrubs. Scrubs was something I watched a lot when I was in high school. I remember being really into it, and I think it's still a pretty solid show. Of course, quite formulaic, but I still think it's a very solid show. A lot of good jokes in there. It's a good time. I'm cold. I've put the controller down. I'm not playing the video game. This game allows me to just set up my strategy early and then not do anything. That's how we watch shows. I've watched parts of the new Spider-Man film, basically entirely on YouTube, in random clips and bits and pieces, because I think I don't care anymore. Diamond Shield? How good is that versus the other shield I got? Golden, Diamond. Oh, they're the same. Who cares? I'm a big maintainer of, like, I am totally happy to spoil myself in, like, random ways. Pogchopper will make a lot of clips on YouTube. I'm totally happy to spoil myself, like something like the new Spider-Man film. I'm totally happy to go on YouTube and be recommended clips about it and be like, I'm going to click on this and watch it and spoil myself. I'm totally good with that. Because I consent there. I choose to do it. Don't very much like unsolicited spoilers. That's always a problem. Because it's weird, because you could, like, there are things, if somebody had spoiled me on the Spider-Man film without me, like, getting the chance to accept it, I would be annoyed that I had been spoiled, despite the outcome being effectively the same. Like, if I would say yes to the spoiler if they asked, but not being asked is what fobs me off more than anything. And YouTube asks, like, hey, we're going to recommend you some clips from the new Spider-Man film. I'm like, yeah, go on. Why not? Oh my god! They put Crimple Dimple in the new Spider-Man? I can't believe they brought back Doc Cock! Oh my god! He has 12 different appendages, all built for her pleasure. Did I go the wrong way? Mallet, eye drops. I went the wrong fucking way. Great. My stream died after that bit. You son of a bitch, stream. You knew. You all knew. I'm not gonna make it Dr. Sex. That's me. That's what they call me on the streets. They're like, look, it's Dr. Sex. And I'm like, for the love of God, could you please just call me a normal name? And they're like, nope. That's the Doctor of the Sex. The stream is fluctuating, which is okay, because we are basically near the end, and I don't think I'm making it through this dungeon. So I think we're going to transition. Hello. I'm going to turn off the game audio. I don't even... What did I do in this? I made a stupid joke about Spider-Man. What did I even do in this stream? Nothing of value. What do I do in any of my streams? Very little of value, but I do talk non-stop for about 2 hours, which, in a way, also has no value. It's pretty sick. Anyway, enjoy, you know, your stuff. Enjoy your days, evenings, mornings, afternoons, whatever. Suppose you hate being spoiled on things you don't care about because you don't want to know about them. That's fair. Enjoy your days, evenings, mornings, afternoons, whatever. I will see you tomorrow, probably with SMT, unless I get really into Yu-Gi-Oh! E-bye. A good old-fashioned E-bye.